Hello students, I am Shobha Pandey and I will be taking you this subject that is MIS, that is Management Information System. As you all know that the corona pandemic has come up with the second wave and this time it is more destructive and more powerful. So please take care of yourself and stay home and stay safe, and due to which we are going to start the online classes again. So I will be dealing with this subject that is MIS. So the topic that we are going to start today is Introduction to MIS. So this is the outline of Unit 1 that we are going to discuss. Before starting with this, I would like to tell few points that you have to take care of. This time we are not going to give any assignment. Instead of assignment, you have to prepare a daily notes of the topic, whatever has been taught in the online lectures. So make a separate notebook for each subject. For MIS also, there will be a separate notebook. Every day you have to prepare notes based on the lecture that has been delivered through the YouTube mode. So the PPT, especially in MIS, will be very discreet, very concrete, and very to the point. So you have to make the notes in elaborative way after listening the entire video. The next thing is, in every 15 days, you will get one assessment test that you have to complete within the time frame. That if it is given 15 minutes, then you have to complete that particular test in 15 minutes itself. If you should not exceed the time limit, or you should adhere to the time limit. If time is given as 1 to 1:15, then you have to complete that particular test in those 15 minutes itself. So please make sure that you will be available at that particular point of time. In extreme cases or in certain issues where the technical problems are there, in that case you have to inform the faculty coordinator at that time or itself that you are not able to give that particular test due to whatsoever reason. If you are not informing it, your marks will be automatically deducted, and your marks for the assignment will be based on how effectively you have prepared the notes. So let's discuss the outline of Unit 1. We will be discussing the definitions, or you can say introduction of MIS. Then we will move to meaning and role of MIS. Then there is a comparison between the manual and computerized information system. Then types of information system, what are the managerial use of information system, what are the sources and users of information system for the organization, what are the reasons and what are the failures of information systems, information needs based on hierarchy of management, and the development of information system. There are certain topics which we are going to study in detail in the coming lectures. Here only the introduction part has been given. We will be just giving the touch up to that particular topic, and we will have the detailed discussion in the respective units. So today we are going to start with that MIS introduction. So first of all, we should know what is the difference between data and information. Data is in the raw form, whatever we are getting from the environmental sources or internal sources, that is data, which is raw, from which you cannot draw anything. That is raw. Data, facts will be there, but you are not able to make meaning out of it. When you make meaning out of it after processing that particular data, it becomes the information. Right? Data is your something which is uncooked, means it is scattered here and there. We cannot draw meaning out of it. When you organize them in a particular way and you can you process them, and then you will get the information which will be vital for any organization and which will be helping the organization for giving the right direction for making the decisions. So right time or right form of information means at the right time the information should be available, and in the right form the information should be available. Then it will be helpful in decision making for the organization. Now we should understand this terms like data, information, knowledge, and wisdom. This is called DIKW pyramid also. We have studied what is data and what is information. Now we should be clear that what is knowledge and what is wisdom. Then data is in the raw form where no meaning is there. You can see the example like red, comma 192.234.235.268, something like that. There are number, it could be numbers or alphabets or some set of words also, but they are random. You cannot draw meaning out of it. Once you have drawn meaning out of the data that is available with you, that is called information. See, the whatever it is written in the like red dot 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 something like that, it means south facing traffic light on corner of Pitt and George street lights had turned red. So the meaning has been drawn out of the data. Now once the data has been processed and it becomes information, the next thing is it should apply in a particular context. Means it should be in a particular context. Then it becomes a knowledge. Like traffic light I am driving towards has turned red. Means you have the information you have that in a particular context. Then it becomes the knowledge. Now wisdom means whatever knowledge you have gained from the information in the data, then what you will do, you will apply that particular knowledge. That is called your wisdom. Means application of knowledge will be your wisdom. So I better stop a car means after seeing the red light, that I'm applying that, okay, red light means we should stop here, so I better stop the car. So I have applied the knowledge. Now, what is information system? Before starting with what is MIS, we should understand what exactly information system is. Information system is a set of interrelated components. Means there will be a number of components which will be related to each other. Now, what these components are doing? Collect, manipulate, store, disseminate data and information, and provide feedback to meet an objective. Means there will be a set of components, could be 4, 5, and 6 that we are going to discuss in the later slides. Means a set of components will be there which are collecting the data, manipulating that particular data, storing that particular information and data into some storage devices or some storage place, and then disseminate. Dissemination means the distribution of information and data, and then providing the feedback to the organization to meet the objectives. Now here we can see it is the input part where from where you can get information. After processing the data, you got the data from the external environment or from internal sources or external sources. After that data will be processed, means you have to draw meaning out of that particular data, and then the output will be produced. So this is complete information system. And after the output has been drawn, then it is providing feedback to the input and processing part. That is called the entire information system. Now we have studied information. Now it is about management information system. When you are applying that information in the management part, means you will be dealing with the management information system. So first of all, we should know what is management. Management is a skill, an art for getting things done through others and with the help of people in a formally organized groups. It is simply means you are able to organize a set of people and you are able to achieve the desired objective. Then is information. Information, I have already told that it is the processed form of data which helps you in decision making. Now, what is system? System is orderly grouping of interdependent components which are linked together. There will be a number of components which are linked to each other. So MIS is all about an integrated system which provides information support for decision making in the organization. Now we will be discussing the history. So the phase started from around 1935. So between 1936 and 40, computers were used to handle the scientific calculations. Only the calculations were done. They were not able to process a large amount of data. In the next phase that started from 1940s to around 1960, so there the humongous amount of data was available, a large amount of data, and the computers were basically used for processing that large amount of data. After that, in the next phase, that is in 60s and 70s, what happened that a large amount of data has generated the information, and the informations were presented in the form of reports like sale, weekly productions, the account payable. So this type of information will be available. This type of work was done by the computers or information system during the 1960s phase. After that, what happened? Information became the strategic source for the organization, and the information generated was used in the form of reports and was utilized to create unique value and differentiate the organization from its competitors. MIS is a critical organizational resource in this age of internet and user-friendly devices and applications, a declining computing cost. It provides accurate trend analysis and enables quick response to the customers, supports the integration of organizational functions, and provides solution to the business problems. Thus, MIS enables organization to prosper and survive. So how can we define this entire MIS? It is a combination of people, databases, hardware, software, communication network to store and transform data into information to expedite decision making, control activities, and operation. So what exactly it is doing with the help of 4 or 5 components? It is gathering data from the environment or from internal sources or external sources. Then we will get some set of data. Data will be processed, that will become the information, and information will be helpful in decision making at various level of management. So this is all about for today's lecture. So we will be discussing the next topic in the next lecture. Thank you.